Hello everybody, it's me, Kaizen Pax slash Apex Kunai slash Gojiro slash Kaiju Jaeger. So honestly, there's been rumors spreading about Sof the Negu being a pedophile, even the groomer. But when I saw this video, Yen says spitting some facts about her that these Discord tags are kind of fake and bunch of false allegations against Soph the Neku. When I searched her name, there was like a whole drama about Soph, and I don't even know what was going on. So I decided to make this response. Well, the false allegations about Soph being a groomer and being a pedophile, because I guess Discord has like fake context, or maybe some text messages that were fake that was not more proof of her talking to minors, because she would never do that. And we're gonna be watching the videos, or should I say rewatching the videos, because I watched the whole thing and I don't even know if those are true or false. But I did watch Yen's video. But even though the way he says that about Scythe had made that video, but let's just say that he made a false allegations about Soph. I don't even know why is everyone beefing with her. But not gonna lie, this actually takes me back. I'll explain that later, but for now we're gonna be watching the video. So everyone, grab your popcorn and drinks and let's get this video started.
Greetings to all my fellow viewers and colleagues. In this video, we will be discussing the Sapthenicus.
I gotta be honest, this has to be AI Sonic. Like, I swear, this has to be AI, because there's no way. Because I've been seeing these many videos of AI singing, but now we got an AI doing commentary. I'm not gonna watch this because it's gonna cringe my brain and I'm gonna lose a cell for watching this beginning of the video, so I'm just gonna skip this part.
As you know, Sophtheniko is an art channel that specializes in animation and drawing, as her channel description suggests, with a small disclaimer that her content is oriented to 16+ audience. Keep that in mind because we will go back to it later in the video. Anyways, she makes those animations and drawings to incorporate them in her commentary videos, making some animation memes, and sometimes her gaming live streams. Looking back to her channel history, we could say that she started as a normal animation channel but later on decided to jump into commentary. Recently she has been focusing on making exposed videos on groomers within the art community.
And do you have a problem with her doing some commentary videos? And do you got a problem where she used to be a normal animator to commentary to just protect her friends and her subs from every pedophiles? But I'm just gonna list them how many pedophiles she exposed and even made rants on them. Well, there's Negos Plays and Hamboy and also Dan and Major Klug. But honestly, I haven't even seen Major Klug for a while, but I'm starting to make that commentary video about Major Klug being gone or missing some shit. Even there's like a many imposters of Major Klug's fake imposters of him. But we're not gonna be talking about that in this video because I'm gonna be talking about that in my other commentary video when I upload it. But anyways, yeah, there is no problem with Soph being a commentator, even when she makes animations in the commentary videos. But there was no single problem with that, right?
Expose videos on groomers within the art community. Well, if you want to hear about my opinion on her content, I'd say it's average. Because first of all, the animation and art YouTubers in general produce practically the same content format, memes, reactions, commentary. In addition, I noticed that most of the art styles that I see within the community are similar. They mostly focus on the chibi/kawaii art form because of the demand. Most of the fan base seems to be appreciating this art style, and it is easy to produce. Second thing to mention is, this whole animation stuff isn't my cup of tea and I don't seem to be appreciating it much. I used to watch some animation channels a few years back, but now I don't. To be fair, the appreciation of her content depends on how you view this animation niche. Now let us talk about the real deal, the controversies of Sophtheniko. One of my fellow colleagues say they made a video Sof exposing her degenerate behavior, and his video got taken down by a false strike for being hate speech at the moment of making.
Probably because the video's true, but it's not only that, which it is false allegations against Soph, because, let me ask you this, they all look like fake texts, but what I want to see is more proof. Means more proof, more screenshots. If she did groom minors. So I need, not just me, everyone, proof. But if not, that video is false and doesn't have any more proof. So that being said, it means you don't even have real proof if she did actually talk to any minors or even groom them. But no, all I see is just fake texts.
You can see that the artwork she appreciates in Twitter is really disturbing. After the backlash Soph received about that behavior, she quickly removed some of these posts in her Instagram and changed the age number in her page description from 16 plus to 18 plus. As you saw, this removal wasn't done in good intentions by any means. It was right after the video on her started to gain more attention and demands of a response started to rise up.
Number two.
Soph likes to create artworks that goes into the category of vent art, which is an art form where you, the artist, express your deep hidden emotions, negative ones, in a form of drawings or any artwork. You might say that this is not wrong in paper, but the issue here is that Soph and her supporters use that term a lot to shield her from taking proper criticism. Here are a few examples of these vent arts made by her. There is this one with the caption, KMS, myself.
So are you trying to say is that she's an attention seeker, or are you trying to say is this art is like for real that she's gonna kill herself? I mean, it's an art. She's not actually going to kill herself in real life, because I've never seen a cut. Not a single cut on her skin, her legs or her arms. Not a single thing. Because then if she actually did it, that could have been a big problem. But even though saying that she's saying for the attention seeking, I don't think so. But even though these arts are like vetting art, and that meme you just put, always with the memes, bro. Can you just do something else except putting memes in there? Except putting the Fortnite memes? Because no, it just cringe my brain cells out.
And suicidal thoughts, and this AMB video posted in her channel when she poisoned some sort of toddler, and her excuse for that is that's a form of event art that expresses this story.
Man, are you even talking about her, or are you just talking about the animation vents? Because this is really getting annoying. You know what? I think I'm done watching with your cringy ass videos, because I was gonna watch the whole thing, but no, you just want to keep talking about animations and shit, you know? Especially one of these screenshots from Discord are just fake ass screenshots, even though I want real ass proof, not some fake ass screenshots like cropping. Because did you even crop it? Because I bet you did. Because I watched your whole video when I started watching your video about Soph. But to be honest with you, I guess we have to watch Yen's video, and y'all gonna have to watch the whole thing of Yen's video about Soph. Even if Soph isn't a groomer or a pedophile, we don't even know if those Discord screenshots are just fake. So we're just gonna watch Yen's video. So he's gonna take over my video. I'm just gonna go. So anyways, have a nice day. Good night. All right, Yen, do your thing.
Trigger warning for the following topics for this video: grooming, mentions of sexual assault, and harassment.
This is so dumb of how he just put it in his title saying the ultimate exposal. This is not ultimate exposal. More like ultimate dumbass.
Or are they? So I was playing some Minecraft with some friends of mine, and one of them was looking at this video created by someone called Scythe. I think I'm saying that name correctly. And they had made an expose video on Soph the Neko, of all people. So, you know how I am. I like a good expose video. Let's see what they have to say.
20 minutes later.
Every time. What is it with these people and making videos with falsified information, taking stuff out of context, faking artwork, faking messages? Holy fuck. This is gonna be one hell of a fucking video. After the video introduction, Scythe goes over a channel overview of Soph the Neko's content, mainly what they do and what kind of videos they create. In this instance being commentary content and animation meme content, mainly consisting of event animations and video exposés.
She also makes animation skits and will, let's say, they are beyond just edgy.
There's a McDonald's in the pen.
I do not understand what bro's saying because his English is so bad, and I don't even know what is he saying or what the fuck, what kind of sentence he's trying to read, but he needs to work on his English.
Yeah, as you just seen, Sofa straight up drawing herself murdering a fucking infant. And it gets weirder that she left a comment saying vote for baby poison. I get some people may find edgy humor funny, but where exactly is the funny on that?
Now let's go over this criticism bit by bit, starting with the depiction of a child being murdered / poisoned. As we can see by the warnings of this video, you can see that it clearly states this animation contains murder and graphic violence. And no, the character isn't an actual baby, it's supposed to represent a friend, feeling as if they're babysitting their toxic friends. Now, if we rub our two brain cells together, we can understand that Soph isn't actually depicting a child being killed, they are using a metaphor to show what it feels like to have to babysit your friends. Now, is the depiction of this feeling quite graphic? Sure, but if you think about it, Soph isn't going to actually want to kill their friend, and even if they were being depicted as a child, well, it pretty much reinforces that. If depicts them having to babysit a friend and depicting that friend as a child. You wouldn't hurt a child, you wouldn't kill a child, would you? And that may be how Soph was feeling in regards to this friend, this anomalous friend, if this is meant to be depicting them in this situation. Because you can't exactly go around and beat up your friend. Like, come the fuck on. And the joke in the comment that they pinned probably has something to do with the fact that they clearly stated in the warning of this description within the literal first 1 second of the video that they are not depicting a child being killed.
Toothless, nothing too bad, right? Well, from what I noticed, she depicts people she encountered in real life on her animation videos a lot.
You still got like this part of your finger left.
Oh no, an animation meme creator added someone from their real life into an animation meme as event piece. Next. Now we're on to the movie review part of the video. Listen, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I don't really care too much about the movie review. You're free to have your opinions about someone else's creation, even if they are idiotic as fuck, but I think there's a bit more of a there's a few more pressing allegations in this video than me critiquing someone's movie review, aside from this gem.
Yeah, Maggie turned out to be a traitor who wants to get self-gain by getting the clan for herself and outing Soph as a traitor. I mean, she's a child diddler, not a traitor. There's a difference, man.
Now I'm just going to assume this was some sort of poor attempt of a joke, but considering the allegations that you're putting forward in this video, I don't really think that's needed. I know you made some race jokes in the movie review segment of the video. Good on you, I guess. Fucking hell. Huh? What? Oh, fuck. Yeah, we're finally here. We're finally at the main actual topic of the video. God, it only took us about 7 minutes to finally get here, but Hey, we're here. Let's see what we've got.
Now, at the iceberg level, Southern Nico makes weirdly not safe for work art on herself, as you can see. And the thing is, she literally even posts in her public social media accounts, where she even states it's for minors and above. So you're literally exposing her weird not safe for work art to minors in the internet.
Now, after looking to Southern Echo's Instagram page myself, I found one picture that may be determined as not safe for work. I reached out to Soph about this, and they explained how it was a vent piece, and due to it being censored, it had no sort of sexual implications. Now, if this was indicating a sexual act, such as intercourse, this person may have even had a point here, but it's not. The image itself shows Soph's character with X marks over their chest and their genital region. In my opinion, this wouldn't be classed as 18+ material, as it doesn't actually show any of the genitals or anything of the likes. It is correctly marked as 16+ content in my opinion, and even then, it's not actually depicting anything sexual. The biggest criticism you may have about this is that it shows partial nudity. However, if this was sexually explicit artwork and it was classed as breaking the Instagram's rules and TOS, then it would have been taken down by now.
Says how much she wanted to beat up and murder a kid in a fucking live stream.
I feel like it's necessary, but anyway, I was walking and because I was having a bad day, my reaction was so edgy. But this kid, he looks at me and he goes, and he says to the person he's on the phone with, "There's a cat girl with a galaxy backpack, a big fluffy tail, and a baseball bat." And the edgy reaction is I fucking stopped like an anime character in my tracks. My back turned to him and I just paused. And then he goes, she just stopped in the middle of the road. And then I got a little confused because I was like thinking to myself, I'm on the sidewalk. and then I just continued walking. Like I had that kind of like, I felt like I could like feel it on my face, like my face. The expression of just fucking anime protagonist, like there's shadow over my eyes. And I was just holding back the urge to say fuck off. But I just kept walking, and then he went meow, all mockingly, and went meow, meow, and I just kept walking. It was the weirdest experience. I turned Soph into Killer Cat Girl so she can get strong. Imagine, I just goes,
Literally, that is not okay whatsoever. Cosplaying in public is embarrassing, and wanting to fucking murder a kid over his disregard over you is more humiliating.
Am I insane for thinking that getting annoyed at someone for harassing you on the street, even if they are a child, may, I don't know, make you feel really fucking pissed off? Sure, you may later on feel like, oh, I wish I could go ahead and do something like, you know, take action and defend myself against these people who are harassing me, but you're not actually going to do it. So never actually did it. It is literally a thought crime, and I thought that we got really annoyed about those. Now we get into this part of the video, where they show screenshots of Soph saying quite deplorable stuff. I'm just gonna let this part play out for you.
As time went on, I gained her trust, got in private group chat she engages a lot in. This is where it gets interesting. As she gets comfortable in that group chat, she shows her second personality. Oh, if you don't know, Soph herself literally proclaims she has a borderline personality disorder, and you will see very soon she indeed does have it. Which basically where she acts edgy, bidolarbing is basically trying to act like a pedophile for the fun of it, even though it's not really funny at all. And her weird bidolarb messages keep getting progressively worse and worse, and you know, she makes tons of weird not safe for work art on minors from what I've seen as well.
Now, after seeing these horrible screenshots and the artwork depicted, I reached out to Soph and asked them to explain to me what the hell happened and why they said all these awful things and drew this horrific artwork. Oh, what's that? Yeah, no, the screenshots were faked. Yeah, no, this group has been doing this to quite a few different YouTubers in the past. It's overall quite disturbing to read through. This group seems to just have a massive hate boner for the commentary community and the smaller groups around it, and can't seem to bother to actually look into people who should be being called out and instead resort to innocent people. Using the guise of the video being for educational purposes, when in reality all they're doing is using fake screenshots, fake information, and using fake artwork. Yep, you heard that part right. Now, the two drawings you can see on screen weren't actually made by Soph the Neko. They were made by the pedophile and quite dangerous individual known as Glitterpop. Glitterpop, a very dangerous pedophile and abuser. Soph the Neko has an entire 1-hour video on them on their channel, that I recommend checking out if you wish to learn more about this person and the awful things that they have done. Now, the important thing to note here is that these drawings weren't actually done by Glitterpop specifically, but Glitterpop did ask their child victim to draw these drawings for them. Now, I don't need to specifically state it, but do not harass this individual. They are a grooming victim and they are a minor. They are a victim and they should not be harassed. It is Glitterpop who is at fault here and should be put beneath the fucking jail. Another aspect of Sai that I find interesting is he clearly has an issue with people doxing people, being manipulative, and for faking screenshots, as seen in this video here.
That pedophile lurking in the internet. I'm going to show you instances of anti-troll lying, making fake screenshots, and more. Now, if you guys aren't aware, anti-troll as of recently started making fake screenshots with Barlow, and other people I'm probably not even aware of. What I'm going to show you will just simply prove anti-troll is just a lying piece of shit manipulator that's not to be trusted.
We love a bit of irony, don't we? Given that's what you've done in this exact video. I'm sorry, but you kind of ruin yourself as a credible source if you're faking information to make a point about someone. And that's without me going into your awful language that you use to describe Soph the Neko, claiming that you want to her. Now, this next part's an absolute nightmare to go through due to what they're actually saying in the video being unrelated to the actual screenshots on screen. But hey, let's give this a go then, shall we?
You see, StarKD is a extremely stupid, gay 13-year-old furry animator who's most recognizable with their epic Grinch persona. They got groomed by Neko Zuna. I didn't mean to make that rhyme. They got groomed by Glitterpop. Probably because Soph the Neko let it happen, and she's just a very shitty parent.
Do you want to back that up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Ah yes, a grooming joke. Very classy. I'm sorry, but how can you pretend to even care about this person allegedly being a pedophile or defending them when you have these kinds of jokes in your video? Let's compare the victim to the groomer. What an absolutely amazing thing to say. I too do this when I go ahead and approach a grooming victim.
I don't know why she adopted StarKD, but anyways.
A source you'd like to cite about Soph adopting this person? Or when you say adding them to their Neko cult, do you mean their fan base? Because sure, StarKD is in Soph's fan base, but big fucking deal.
That wasn't the end of the groomers. Apparently, all thanks to Soph the Neko, StarKD doesn't know any better and probably just jailbaits legal adults on Discord and shit.
Why don't you clear your nose before you start making baseless accusations about people? Again, we're going with probablys here, and maybe they do this. You can't go around and throw around baseless accusations like that in a video like this. Up until this point, you've been trying to present everything in this video as fact, but now we're running into hypotheticals now? This guy's credibility is basically in the water considering everything that I've shown up until this point, but come the fuck on, you're just making shit up again.
As you can see, she even flexes her pedophilic relationships. She also, what the fuck does it say? She also said everyone was aware of this, meaning it was completely tolerated.
Now, the screenshots that they used here and provided were from when StarKD was still coming to grasp with the fact that they were being groomed, and thus making excuses and defending it for their own mental health can only be assumed. It is a very terrifying thing to go through to realise that you are being groomed for someone that you care deeply for, and don't understand the warning signs of when you are being manipulated and you're in a dangerous situation and a bad relationship with someone. Obviously, the insinuation here would be that Soph did nothing about this, but we will go into that in a moment.
Soph and StarKD were doing some mother and daughter experiment.
Evidence shown. Next. Yeah, no, this is going to be the case for a lot of this part of the video, so I'm going to be skipping through a lot of it. Feel free to watch the original video, but everything that I don't really show in this is either not important or is not true, not backed up with evidence.
She knew that StarKD is just a dumb 13-year-old who doesn't know any better. Because, Soph the Neko is a pedophile. Anyways, it's just, what the fuck does it say? And it would be the perfect opportunity for grooming lessons. I mean, why else do you think she left tolerating many pedophiles like many pedophiles victimizing Starcady. I mean, why would she let that happen?
Okay, so there's a lot of screenshots shown there very fucking quickly, and probably for good reason, because if we actually look at them, it goes to show that they're not actually in relation to what they're talking about, and it's entirely against the argument that they're making here. So let's look at them one by one. I quote, "Even if there's some genuine interest in you as a person, or even if he loves you in some twisted way, he's disregarding the long-term effects that this may have on you and the other children he's engaged with. He knows it's wrong because he hides it from the world. I can't go on a tangent because I'm at work though. So I don't know about any of you, but this doesn't read to me as exactly Soph saying that they want this person to be groomed. This is someone trying to talk down someone and explain the situation that they're in. This is taken place. Arcady doesn't understand what they're going through and that they are being groomed. But let's go on, shall we? I quote, "I try not to nag you for the J-Dog thing because it feels exhausting having people constantly tell your loved ones must be dropped. I know the feeling, very personally. It makes perfect sense that you'd want to see the best in someone you've fallen deeply in companionship with. Partnership is very intimate and personal. It's almost impossible to see the worst of someone you want to spend yourself on. It's like loving someone so deeply you want to emotionally merge together into a team. I know. There's no letting go of that love now that its segment cuts off in the screenshots, but ultimately he's romantically pursuing someone who is not at his developmental state, who isn't as sexually or emotionally developed as he is, and it creates a nauseating power imbalance, and it's a treacherous environment to develop in. As an adolescent, you're the one who has unconditional love for him and putting your needs before his." Again, this is literally Soph trying to explain to this victim of grooming how they have been groomed and that they need to make peace with this. And it is not their fault. It's quite literally the opposite narrative that they are trying to spread in this video. Now, you may have noticed the name J-Dog and may be wondering why Soph didn't cover this person as a video topic. Well, that's because they handed the information off to another YouTube creator called Graceful, who made their own video on the topic of J-Dog. Again, like the other videos that I have been discussing within this video, I will be linking it in the description below if you want to check it out. It's very informative and I recommend it. Now, there's still another 6 minutes of the video remaining at this point, but I've basically covered everything and all the points that they have made in that remaining part of the video, aside from the conclusion, where it is mainly just a meme compilation that they have put together. But hey, what's my summary of this topic? Scythe is an unhinged individual, and I recommend that if you ever come across this person, to not interact. The people they surround themselves with are also dangerous people who are known to harass people, make doxing threats, and threaten to falsely accuse people. This is Future Yen talking. This video took a while to come out, and between now and then another video has come out, but I won't be covering it. At this point, these people won't learn, and they're going to continue to make fake information. But I feel like it's important to note that these people in this group have children in their group working with them. To my knowledge, there are at least 2 minors within the group. At minimum, one of them is the age of 15. To any of those children who are currently listening to this part of the video, I do implore you to not engage with these people any longer. It is dangerous, it could ruin your life, and it could be traumatizing given what they are known to do. And I highly recommend disengaging with it. Children should not be in commentary spaces and should not be dealing with serious issues, and that should be left to the adults. I want to thank Soph themselves for helping me with answering a lot of the questions I had in regards to this topic, helping me figure out which screenshots were faked, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much, Mahi, for the amazing thumbnail. Their information for their Ko-Fi will be linked in the description below also. And as some of you may have noticed compared to last video, I now have stills for the channel. These were all made by the amazing Banter Snark. Their card will be left in the description below also. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Depending on how quickly I can gather the information, the next video topic is going to be a lot more serious, and I've been taking my time with it and only focusing on the research gathering and taking small breaks due to it being quite heavy in terms of what's involved with it. But until then, subscribe to the channel, like the video, it really does help me. And if you're ever going through anything in relation to the topics discussed in the video, make sure you reach out to health providers and the professionals.
So I hope everyone enjoys the show about Soph after being false allegations, even though that was false claims about her. But honestly, for Scythe, I think the dude just made a video about her because I guess that he thought Soph was a groomer or pedophile, but does he even know what groomer is? Because not a single screenshot that Soph did groom a child. Like, there is no way. Not a proof if she did or not. No DM proof, no Instagrams of her talking to any minors. Because in that video, like Yen said, it's a bunch of false allegations against her. Even if screenshots are fake, it doesn't show any proof. Shows you like the animations. It shows every screenshots that we do not even know what was going on. And honestly, there was not a single proof. Not a single proof of Soph talking to any minors and grooming them. Like, Scythe, please, reminder, we want real proof, not some fake ass proof of Discord text. We want real proof, like on Instagram or something. But it seems like you were making false allegations against Soph. And I guess you have beef with her. And I did remember I have beef with her. I mean, not gonna lie, people, I did have beef with her back then. I was only 18 and she was 15. She was a minor. I was a young adult when I was 18. Still in high school though. But okay, so hear me out. And I know y'all don't believe me, but y'all must believe me. I did have beef with Soph. The reason why we went at each other is because I ran on her first. Then she made a video about me. It was like a long time ago. So this may sound crazy, but I was only 18 and she was 15. She was still a minor. I was a young adult and I was still in high school. And let's not forget about the other thing. I did made a plenty video about her and she made a plenty video about me. Her friends started to attack me and my friends started to attack them. And my subs and her subs went at it like it's a war. It's like a civil war too in YouTube, but it's just online and not in reality, even though reality would have been a big problem. But now we kind of made up with each other and we are peace right now. But we are friends, but we haven't talked to each other for like quite a while. Not even on Instagram I haven't talked to her, even though Instagram just banned me there. But we're not going to be talking about that. But I'm going to be talking about Instagram next week or maybe another month or another day because I've got some busy shit to do. And then we're going to be talking about another commentary video about you know who, but whatever. Yeah, we kind of made peace with each other and we were no longer enemies but friends, even though we did not talk to each other, even though I had a new Discord account, even though mine is just gone, like literally gone. So yeah. And now years later, all I see is people beefing with Soph. Like, I don't even know what was going on. And then now I watch all their videos about Soph. But saying that she's a pedophile and a groomer, it's like Yen said, it's just a bunch of false allegations, even fake screenshots of Discord. Not even a real proof, no real evidence. Just fake ass Discord screenshots. Because I don't even know, they won't even show us the real proof. Just showing us the animations and the fake ones as well. And there was no evidence or any allegations against her. Judging by her art posts, and everyone kept saying that it used to be like 16 plus, now it's 18 plus. But judging by the arts of the NSFW that I saw on the post, she kind of did censor it. Even if people think that it's a naked version, but it isn't when it's like only taped it of the body. But even though, now I see why everyone has beef with her. And it's not only that, and it's like I said again, no evidence of her talking to any minors, no evidence of her grooming on DMs. So I'm gonna say this, that these are false allegations and some false claims about Soph. Like, I don't even know what's going on. I mean, it was back then I have beef with her and there was nobody making videos about her. But then years later, all I see is just people making videos about her, especially a lot of memes about Soph, which is kind of funny, you know. But in my opinion, it was funny, but I do agree with it a little bit, but not even a lot. And honestly, just some stupid memes they always like to do, trolling people, and even saying that she used to be a regular artist and now she's a commentary YouTuber who does commentary and protect the community of artists from pedophiles and groomers. But it doesn't mean that you gotta make a video about her just because she does commentary videos. Even if she animated commentary videos of her character in the video. But for me, I'm a voice actor who commentaries on people, but even though rants as well. So there's nothing wrong with that, right? Right? So, but anyways, I'm gonna be ending the video because I'm so fucking tired and so sleepy as well. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll see you guys later. So bye and have a beautiful time. I just can't. I'm not even tired. I just don't feel like making this long ass video like I did to the other videos. That was 1 hour. But anyways, yeah. See ya.